preschoolers, welcome back to school today. My hand says hello, my hand says hello. Every time I see my friends, my hand says hello. Hola, my hand says hola, my hand says hola. Every time I see my friends, my hand says hola. Salam alaikum. My hand says salam alaikum, my hand says salam alaikum. Every time I see my friends, my hand says salam alaikum, ni hao. My hand says ni hao, my hand says ni hao. Every time I see my friends, my hand says ni hao. Konnichiwa. My hand says konnichiwa, my hand says konnichiwa. Every time I see my friends, my hand says konnichiwa, salam. My hand says salam, my hand says salam. Every time I see my friends, my hand says salam, sin chow. My hand says sin chow, my hand says sin chow. Every time I see my friends, my hand says sin chow. Namaste. My hand says namaste. My hand says namaste. Every time I see my friends, my hand says namaste. Hello everyone. Let's see what day it is today. I have our calendar and it is still February. Do you know what month that is? That's right, February. Let's see what day of February it is. Are you ready to count with me? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That was Friday when we had our Zoom class. And the next day, Saturday, was what comes after 19? That's right, 20. So I'm going to write a 2 and a 0 for 20. And then the next day, Sunday, was, what comes after 20? 21. So I need to write a 2 and a 1 for 21. And here we are up to today. Monday is 22. That's right. So for 22, I need to write 2 2s for 22. So today is Monday, February 22. Can you say that with me? Today is Monday, February 22. That's where we are today. Now it is time for our ABCs. Are you ready to sing with me? Here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Let's do the letter sounds we know. A makes the sound for apple. B says b, for bear. C says k, cat. D says d, for dog. E says for elephant. F says f, for fish. G says g, for goat. H says h, for hat. I says I for iron. J says j, for jar. K says k, for key. L says l, for leaf. M says m, for moon. N says n, for nest. O says a, for octopus. P says p, for pig. Q says qu, for quarter. R says r, for rabbit. S says for sun. T says t, t, t for turtle. And here is our letter for this week. Do you know what that letter is? That's letter U. And what is that a picture of? That's right, that's an umbrella. So U makes the sound for umbrella. Letter U. Well, today we are going to do things a little bit differently. Instead of reading our story first and then doing an activity, we're going to do our activity first. So for this activity, you will need some brown paper, or you can do what I did. I cut a piece of a grocery bag to make my brown paper. You will also need a cup of water and one of these that you might have at your home. It's a Q-tip. So what we are going to do today is use the Q-tip as a paintbrush, and we're going to paint water on our brown paper and make a picture. So I'll show you what we're going to do. First, I need to dip my Q-tip into my cup of water and make sure it's nice and wet. And I am going to paint. I think what I will make today, since we talked about snakes at our Zoom class on Friday, I am going to paint a big snake. Can you see my snake? My water snake? There's my snake's body. Excuse me. And my snake has a pointy tail. And here's the head up here. And I think I'm going to make a little tongue coming out of my snake's mouth. Sometimes snakes kind of stick their tongue out a little bit. So there is my snake picture. Oop, the water's dripping. So you can paint anything that you would like to paint with your Q-tip, water, and brown paper. And I would love to hear what you painted. So there is my water painting of a snake. Well, now it's time for a story. And our story today is not about snakes, but it is about a giant. And the giant's name is the title of our story. This is the giant's name, Abby-Yo-Yo. Let's take a look at the letters in Abby-Yo-Yo. Abby-Yo-Yo begins with letter A, and then there's B, I, Y, O, Y, O. Abby-Yo-Yo. Let's find out what Abby-Yo-Yo does in this story. Once upon a time, there was a little boy who played the ukulele. This is his ukulele. It's kind of like a small guitar. Around town, he'd go clink, clunk, 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 clink, clunk. The grown-ups would say, "Take that thing out of here." I guess they don't like the sound of his music. Too noisy. Not only that, the boy's father got in trouble. The boy's father was a magician. He had a magic wand. He'd go zoop, zoop, and make things disappear. When things disappear, they're just gone. They're not there anymore. That's what disappear means. But he played too many tricks on people. He'd come up to someone about to drink a nice cold glass of something. Zoop! The glass disappears. That's not very nice. Someone doing a hard job of work, zut, zut, zut. That's the sound of this man sawing that log, zut, 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 with his saw. Up comes the father with his magic wand, zoop, no saw. Made the saw disappear. He'd come up to someone about to sit down after a hard day's work, zoop, no chair. The chair disappeared. People said to the father, "You get out of here too. Take your magic wand and your tricks, and you and your son just get." The boy and his father were ostracized. That means they made him live on the edge of town. So because the father was playing tricks that the people didn't like and the boy was too noisy with his ukulele, They said that they couldn't live in the town with the other people. They had to live on the edge of the town instead. Now in this town, they used to tell stories. The old people used to tell stories about the giants that lived in the old days. They used to tell about a giant called Abby Yo-Yo. They said he was as tall as a tree and could eat people up. Of course, nobody believed the story, but they told it anyway. So the father is telling the story of Abby Yo-Yo to his son. One day, the sun rose blood red over the hill. The first people got up and looked out the window. They saw a great big shadow in front of the sun. They could feel the whole ground shake. Women screamed, strong men fainted. Run for your lives, Abby Yo-Yo's coming. There he is, there's the giant Abby Yo-Yo. He is coming. He comes to the sheep pasture. He grabs a whole sheep, yelp. He comes to the cow pasture. He grabs a whole cow, yunk. Men yelled, grab your most precious possessions and run, run. My goodness, he's grabbing sheep and cows. Just then the boy and his father woke up. Hey, Pa, what's coming over the fields? Why, son, that's Abby Yo-Yo. Oh, if only I could get him to lie down, I could make him disappear. That's right, the father has a magic wand that he can use to make things disappear. How will they do that? The boy says, come with me, Pa. He grabbed his father by one hand. The father gets the magic wand and the boy gets his ukulele. They run across the fields. People yelled, don't go near him. He'll eat you alive. They are walking right up to Abby Yo-Yo. That is very brave of them. There was Abby Yo-Yo. He had long fingernails because he never cut them. He had slobbery teeth because he didn't brush them, stinking feet because he didn't wash them, matted hair because he didn't comb it. He raised up with his claws. Just then the boy whips out his ukulele. He's playing a song and singing, Abby Yo-Yo, Abby Yo-Yo. The boy is singing a song and playing his ukulele, a song about Abby Yo-Yo. Well, you know, the giant had never heard a song about himself before. A foolish grin spread over his face, and the giant started to dance. Abby Yo-Yo, Abby Yo-Yo, Abby Yo-Yo, Abby Yo-Yo. The boy went faster, and the giant danced faster, I think. Abby Yo-Yo, Abby Yo-Yo, Abby Yo-Yo, Abby Yo-Yo, Abby Yo-Yo. He really likes that song. Abby Yo-Yo, Abby Yo-Yo. Still dancing. Abby Yo-Yo, Abby Yo-Yo, Abby Yo-Yo. Faster and faster. The giant got out of breath. He staggered. He fell down flat on the ground. He danced so hard and fast that he fell down. And now he's on the ground. Up steps the father, zoop. Zoop. People looked out their windows. He's gone. Abby Yo-Yo's disappeared. He's not there anymore. He disappeared. The people ran across the fields. They lifted the boy and his father up on their shoulders. They say, come back to town. Bring your darn ukulele. We don't care anymore. And they all sang, Abby Yo-Yo, Abby Yo-Yo, Abby Yo-Yo, Abby Yo-Yo, Abby Yo-Yo. Abby Yo-Yo, Abby Yo-Yo, Abby Yo-Yo, Abby Yo-Yo, Abby Yo-Yo. All the way back to town. Because now they are very, very happy with the boy and his father because they made Abby Yo-Yo disappear. Well, Wednesday we are going to read another story about Abby Yo-Yo, and it's kind of a fun story. This one maybe was a little bit scary to you, but the one that we'll read on Wednesday isn't scary at all. So we will be meeting Abby Yo-Yo once again. And I want to show you something. We learned about things disappearing, and that means that they're gone. Look what happened to my snake painting. Where did it go? My water snake painting disappeared just like Abby Yo-Yo did. So if you make a painting with water at home, see if you can watch and check it in a few minutes and see if your water painting disappears too. And where did that water go? I wonder. That might be something you can ask someone at home. What happened to the water when it disappeared from your painting? And see what you can find out. Maybe we'll talk about it next time. Well, another thing that I would like you to do for homework is find your letter U handwriting sheet in your school supply bag. And U is fairly easy to make. You start at the top and make a straight line down, curve around, and then straight line back up. Straight line down, curve around, and back up. So you can practice tracing capital letter U and then make some capital letter U's down here on your own. And I would love to see your capital letter U's also. So that's all we have for today. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.